Hello students, good morning. Welcome back to your chemistry class once again. So as we know that in the yesterday lecture will be start your chapter 3rd and the name of chapter is your atom and molecules. So in this chapter will be started is your general introduction about matters and so next topic will be start is your in this chapter that is your law of chemical combination. So in the last lecture will be covered is here the law of conservation of mass, and now we also be covered is here second law, that is law of constant proportion. So today will be start with your the continuation with the second law chemical combination, that is the law of constant proportion. Okay, so as we know that you all know that who discovered, yeah, who explained the law of conservation mass and law of constant proportion. Okay, so you all know that key law of constant proportion that is given by the J.L. Prost in 1799. Okay, so according to the law of constant proportion, what said that in a chemical substance, here in a chemical compound, the elements are always present in definite proportion by the mass. That means they present in the very fixed proportion by a mass. Okay, so in the previous lecture will be discussed here, take example that is a water. Okay, so all times will be present in 1:8. Okay, so next we proceed through this article. So the next problem faced by scientists was to give appropriate explanation of this law. Okay, so next problem in front of the scientist, what to give the appropriate explanation of this law. British chemist that is a John Dalton provides the basic theory about the nature of matter. Okay, so here they give the basic theory about the nature of matter is the British chemist, the name of is your John Dalton. Okay, Dalton picked up the idea of divisibility of matters, and which was till then just a philosophy, and he took the name atom as given by the Greek and said that the smallest particle of matters are atom. Okay, his theory was based on the law of chemical combination, and Dalton atomic theory provide an explanation for the law of conservation of mass and law of constant proportion. Okay, so here the next problem is faced by the scientist is removed by the Dalton atomic theory, and this theory is based on the British chemist John Dalton. Okay, so Dalton atomic theory explain these the two laws. They have the faced lot of problem in scientists, so this problem is generally reduced by this theories be explained by this Dalton atomic theory. Okay, so basically the general introduction about John Dalton's. Okay, so firstly we discuss is here John Dalton was born in poor family. So Dalton was born in poor family in 1766 in England. Okay, so this is a picture for John Dalton, and he began his career as a teacher at the age of 12, and 7 years later he becomes a school principal. And in 1793, Dalton left for Manchester to teach mathematics, physics, and chemistry in a college. He spent most of his life the teaching and researching. Okay, that means they have most work in the field of teaching and researching. In 1808, he present his atomic theory, which was turning point in the study of matter. So in 1808, he present is the atomic theory, and which was turning point the study of matter. Okay, so here some postulates of this theory, and most of the time they be called as a Dalton atomic theory. So Dalton atomic theory and matter. Whether an element, a compound, a mixture is composed of small particle is called atom. So first postulates is Dalton atomic theory. All matter is made up of very tiny particles is called atoms and which participates in a chemical reaction. Second point, atoms are indivisible particles and which cannot be created or destroyed in a chemical reaction. Okay. Third point, atoms of a given elements are identical in mass and chemical property. Okay. Atoms of a given elements are identical in mass and chemical properties. Atom of different element has different masses and chemical property. There is a difference. Atom of a given elements are identical in mass and chemical property, but atom of different element has different mass and chemical property. Fifth point, atoms combine in the ratio of small whole number to form a compound. This is according to the second law of chemical combination. Atoms combine in the ratio of small whole numbers to form a compounds. Last one, 6. The relative number and kind of atom are constant in a given compound. This is also explain the second law. The relative number and kinds the atom are constant and a given compound. Okay, so this is the postulates of Dalton atomic theory, and this is very important because you also study in plus one class. Okay, in the next class in plus one chemistry section. Okay, so they have also called me all time is called as a Dalton atomic theory. This is very important. Okay, these 6 postulates. So you will study in the next chapter that atoms are made up of still smaller particles. Okay students, so this is about the law of constant proportion, and after this law will be arises some problems. So here be resolves by the Dalton atomic theory, and again these postulates very important. So I hope you all understand these postulates, and this is also homework to revise these postulates with these NCERT questions. Okay, so these questions is totally based in your law of chemical combination and Dalton atomic theory. Okay students, so thank you and have a nice day.